Welcome. This is a multidisciplinary embodied eco-arts curricula to grow climate-conscious citizens by Audrey Kindred. I invite you to fully engage in an embodied experience of watching this today by breathing on purpose, by feeling your sensations as you watch, by rooting your feet into the ground, maybe wiggling your hips and rising through the long belly trunk in order to reach up through your branching brain, even stretching up through your arms in curvy branching shapes, contemplating your own humanity. Now there's another level of participation if you're willing. You may pause this video for just a moment and draw a picture called Tree and Me. When you're finished with your drawing, just turn your page over and resume watching. How can tree connectedness nourish our human nature to cultivate in us an expansive, courageous, and humane capacity for facing the essential issues of our times, namely the intersectional global crisis of climate change? This project is called Humanity. I am human and tree in every breath I take. Breathing in, breathing out. I am humanity. There are deep and ancient roots to tree consciousness in many cultures around the world. We can grow a climate of ethics for Earth by cultivating our eco-voices. An eco-voice is the use of the human I voice applied to the non-human life of the Earth through imaginative, scientific, observational, and metaphoric engagement with nature. You can do this at any point in life, any age, any person. It can develop in any medium, from embodiment of dance and movement, artistic expression, scientific passion, literacy, drawing, song. With this dynamic kinship with the life around us, we can more deeply embody our humanity, our human connection to our human nature. In contemplating human learning, may we turn again and again to the lessons of the tree. Root to grow. Blossoming takes time, no matter the urgency. And in healthy conditions, thriving naturally flows forth. And indeed, change and letting go are natural, healthy, and constant processes of life. Climate education that can nourish humanity can grow from this knowledge. The climate solutions that are most promising may as well.
I'm a tree, I'm a tree, I'm a walking and talking tree.
In a world seeking solutions for climate change, education is the primary solution. It's the part of life where we can make the greatest difference in the future of climate change. The reason education matters so much in the determination about climate change is because human decisions are affecting the climate. Children's education literally comes home with them to affect the civic influencers that are their guardians today. On the other hand, children are the adults of tomorrow, all potential voters, all potential professionals, soon to be the agents of decision-making, whether climate educated or not. My goal is to discover projects that can root students for the stormy content of climate change so that they can emerge from it compassionately, creatively, and practically tooled to think in new ways and create new solutions, to innovate a caring and fair future.
We are
Community is a concept I devised based on the scientist Suzanne Simard's concept of the mother tree. The mother tree nurtures the forest through her root structure. Learning from the trees themselves, we can emulate the collaborative underground networking of tree roots that nurture each other through their wood wide web, as described by new science affirming ancient indigenous wisdoms. And we can reach out like the mother tree of the forest, offering caring eco-education toward the world. Much of my current work is framed within two idealistic communities that come from philosophies of hope for humanity from the late 1800s and early 1900s, namely the Waldorf movement coming out of Rudolf Steiner's philosophy and the ethical culture movement coming out of Felix Adler's philosophy. Held within the context of these two deep philosophies, I bring in a few new voices that are imperative to the humanitry vision. The inspiration for humanitry is Dr. Wangari Maathai, who I had the great fortune to meet in the turn of the millennium at the Brooklyn Society for Ethical Culture. Wangari Maathai was the Nobel Peace Laureate in 2004, an environmental peace hero. She created the Green Belt movement, planting millions of trees with women in Kenya and around the world. She demonstrated how integral and essential to human peace is our care and connection to trees on Earth. I host an annual Tree and Me festival in her honor to cultivate our eco-voices and grow our tree consciousness.
Trees, our siblings, take care. Protect the present. Save our future.
This project also grows out of deep learning from youth activists in the climate movement who are ushering in a mighty consciousness. Indigenous youth voices in the climate movement stand out. I acknowledge the ancient roots of the future's solutions with the utmost respect. Within the United States of America, it seems that New Jersey has found itself to be the forerunner in climate education, offering climate education from kindergarten through high school and through all disciplines of study. It is this all-hands-on-deck approach that truly inspires me and motivates my own curriculum. While science and social studies are absolutely instrumental in climate justice education, I would suggest that it is the embodied, creative, social-emotional learning around climate justice which creates the essential foundation for metabolizing that information. In my work of cultivating eco-voices, one action research element of my work has been to guide drawings before and after immersive experiences about trees. I have hosted an eco-artist in residence at Ethical NYC to grow the eco-voice of Jody Sperling, who makes dances about trees and the environment. Together we brought 550 students to see these dances about trees and to embody the forest themselves. Teachers were invited to lead their students in tree drawings before the performance. After the performance, some of the students gathered with me to create post-performance drawings titled Tree and Me. Comparative analysis of drawings from before and after this immersive eco-arts performance experience spoke to the healing educational value of deep immersive eco-arts experiences for metabolizing climate information. Another immersive experience that I organized for students was a trip to the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens for an exhibit called The Power of Trees. The students sat to make drawings together before seeing the exhibit and then again after. The prompt was the same as the exhibit title, The Power of Trees, and the difference between the opening drawing and the drawing at the end of the day seemed very profound to me. I am viewing tree drawings from an educational analysis guided by Robert Coles, Audrey McAllen, and Dr. John Bowling. In closing, let me return to you, the viewer, ask you to check in with your own body and sensations and feelings, and then, if you're willing, actually draw a second drawing titled Tree and Me. If you'd like to share your drawings with me, please do. You can share them at the email here called growing.eco.voices@gmail.com. At last, if you'd like to tree with me, please reach out to find out more about the Humanity Capstone or participate in community programming. I'd love to include you.